Since you brought up the whole Geechee Gotti thing, what do you think about the whole Remy Papoose Easy the Block Captain fiasco?
That shit funny as hell. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you.
I thought you was gonna say some political correct answer. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but everything is on Flint Street, Panda. It happened. What happened? The only missing piece that everybody quote unquote would want to know is what did Pap do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the missing piece of the puzzle. That's like a puzzle right here. There's a small missing piece. Everybody's like, so all this happened. Why this happened? What did Pap do? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're falling on. Like, okay, you did this against your quote unquote husband and shit like that. Why did you do that? Did he do something? You feel what I'm saying? That's why people have mixed feelings on wanting to know if they're gonna go against what she did. Like, oh, you foul. You know what I'm saying? Or just minding their business and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's people that's still out there for her. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's like, oh, yo, she's foul for what she did and all that other shit. It is what it is. Such is life. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, this shit none about fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it ain't mine and shit like that. It's just very unfortunate that I had to play out in Front Street. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. If that shit was happening, oh, shit, I don't know what the fuck would happen. I'll be like, yo, what the hell? Like, battle rap is battle rap is telling you about your life right in front of your own stage on your own. That's crazy. I've never thought in my life. Listen, I've seen a lot of battle rap. Never in my time would I ever thought I've seen something like that. That's crazy to the 10th power.
I agree with you because we don't know everything that happened behind the scenes, right? But her decisions.
I'm going to cut you off. I do apologize. I'm not saying that Pat did anything. I'm just saying that was some missing puzzle. But Pat probably didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's probably her fault that what the fuck she did. This made this into a clusterfuck. It's just that I'm just giving an example of what was going on that looks like that was the missing piece of the puzzle. But shout out to Pat, man. He's a righteous, upstanding dude in my book. Facts.
Yeah, I'm saying though, like we don't know what happened, everything that happened behind the scenes and whatnot. But I feel like the steps that she has taken hasn't really played in her favor. It hasn't made her look really good. Like when she's took to social media thinking that this was going to turn the people against Pap, it actually made her look worse.
That's ego. That's ego and pride.
Yeah.
That's ego and pride. That's all that shit is.
And then the whole allegations that Pap put hands on her and stuff, like, man, that was not good.
Was crazy. That was crazy. And now let me tell you something. I'm not saying it happened or it didn't happen. I'm just going towards that. If it didn't happen, that's crazy to put on the dude. B. Like that's some fucked up shit to put on the dude because no man would want to be looked at as a spousal abuser and shit like that physically or mentally and shit. Don't put nothing on your jacket. Don't put nothing on somebody's jacket that don't deserve to be put there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And especially because even if you're proven innocent, there will be people that will be like, oh, he just got away with it or something like that. There's people that will still believe it. And that's a stain on somebody.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Characteristics and how you present yourself to the world means everything. All the while, now you're seeing two individuals that separated apart. Now we have to go with individual A and individual B. How they've been acting in front of these cameras. You feel what I'm saying? Pat been looking like a stand-up moral dude that doesn't BS, it doesn't lie. That's just, you know what I'm saying, a righteous cat. And he has credit to being there for her for the past 6-7 years, riding out her bid without quote-unquote incident of infidelity in his situation. Then you got the
Well, it's been longer than that.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? But you understand what I'm saying. And then you got you got the other, whoever or however she presented her shit. You know what I'm saying? It just been looking shaky and shit like that. So now we just got a choice on who you want to go with and shit like that. And I'm not saying this for my sake. I'm saying this if she was to ever see this and see it, like, you know what it is. You know how they're going to choose and what they're going to pick and the secrets that everybody know and this, that, and the third and shit that they put out in Front Street. It's crazy and whatnot.
But I think that's what got her so mad, though. She was like, oh, the public is siding with Pap already, thinking that he's so perfect and that he just held her down and whatnot. And that's why she tried to sway the opinion by saying, "Oh, you doing this behind the scenes, you with Clarissa, you
I
know."
think it wouldn't have played out that way due to the person that she picked. If she wouldn't have did that, and also if she was gonna go that route, she should have just did it like, listen, we're just gonna make it a mutual thing to be amicable and separate and let the public know, because I don't want to be looked at as a person that's doing you bad when you supposed to quote unquote hold me down for such and such time that I come out rocking with this dude, you know what I'm saying? I look crazy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So there was ways to go about it, which, you know what I'm saying, she refused, I guess, or they refused to go about whatever way. Because I just can't blame her, you know what I'm saying, just because I don't rock with her as, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just a marital thing. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just boyfriend and
Yeah.
girlfriend. There's a lot of things to unpack and dissolve before we go our separate ways to do such and such. You feel what I'm saying? Because in the quote unquote eyes of the public, we're still married. So whether he would have
Yep.
did it first, he would have been looked at as the same way, and probably even worse, because his reputation was supposed to be the hold it down dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They just have a disdain for her because they're like, yo, all this time he's been holding you down, and you do that to him? You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you were smart, you would have been like, you know what, let me go about this route, because in the public eye, I don't want to look crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But at this point in time, it was she looks strong to the point where she looks like she don't care no more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like she's quote unquote doing these things on stage, having little word plays and saying, if I want them, I'll take them. Or you know what I'm saying? Or to the easy, quote unquote,
Right.
easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's a retort
And
back
then
to the public.
Easy saying like, "Oh, you love me, Remy," or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I just feel like even all that stuff aside, you should think about your kids though, because while you know their daughter, right, might be young enough right now that they
Nobody's thinking about their kids other than that if they're safe or not. These celebrities don't give a shit about their kids.
but you get what I'm saying though,
I
right? Because
understand what
one
you're
day
saying, because
they're gonna stumble.
one day this is gonna happen. Such and such. I be telling people all the
Yeah.
time, look for, you know what I'm saying? They don't see the forest far from the tree, because a lot of these OF women, they when they kids be in grade school or in high school, they find out that their moms was a OF. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
304. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be mad as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, I'm not trying to be, get too, you know what I'm saying, crazy or over exaggerative, but a lot of these kids that grow up to find out their moms in these OF things, situations, and they get teased about that shit, man. They get very drastic, and it might be a situation where they get volatile or do something to themselves or so to other people. So you gotta be mindful, man, of what the fuck you're doing, because you're a representation of your kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
When you have a
OF thing you're talking about, people have killed themselves over it.
right, when you have a child, you are no longer representing yourself. You're representing you and your child. You feel what I'm saying? So when you come to these PTA meetings or these teacher school and conferences and shit like that, and you come with these bonnets on your head and look at these pajamas on your, they're gonna talk about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come representable. You're representing not only yourself but your child as well, because your child is gonna be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because there's parents out there that still look good to this day. Like, oh, your father look good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your mom's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk about, oh, your mom's like, oh, your pops are like a crackhead type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, alluding back, getting back to that, I think when it comes to that situation, or celebrities in general, they really don't care about their kids. You know what I'm saying? Other than saying, are they safe or not? You know what I'm saying? Okay, such and such in school. Or okay, they with me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're safe. But these celebrities have a narcissistic factor to whereas they're catering to themselves first as opposed to anything that they have, you know what I'm saying, being at home.
Hmm.